former Minnesota governor, actor, author, professional wrestler, and now TV star Jesse Ventura. He's the host of the true TV series Conspiracy Theory, and he's now so distrustful of all political parties and government. He won't even support his former boss at the WWE, Linda McMahon, for Senate in Connecticut because she belongs to a political party. Governor, it's a pleasure.
Hi,
Thanks
Judge.
for joining us.
Well, she belongs to the Republican political party as well as the, I include them with the Democratic political party because, in my opinion, they're one of the same.
You probably agree with me. We basically have one political party called the Big Government Party with a Republican wing and a Democratic wing.
Absolutely. And I've often compared it to pro wrestling.
Let's hear this one.
Well, on television, they hate each other. They portray to all of us that they're after each other, they're bad, this and that. But when the TV cameras are done, well, they go out to dinner together, they make sure everything went well, and they do their deals together.
And they write laws to ensure that they can stay in power.
Exactly.
Governor, why is it that the government lies to us? Why is it that the government breaks the laws that it writes? How did we get to this point in our history?
Because I believe that for far too long, especially during the last 50 years, we've turned into a country of lemmings. And we're also a country of fear.
What are the people afraid of? And why are we afraid of the government?
No, they're afraid of what the government tells us. They're afraid of, quote, terrorism.
Well, you know, because you and I have talked about this, the government can open your mail before you get it.
Yep.
The government can listen to your phone call without a search warrant. The government can capture every keystroke you put on your BlackBerry and your laptop as you touch the computer without a warrant.
Now, Judge, I got to take difference with you here. You're talking good about the Tea Party. Where was the Tea Party when all of this was going on during George Bush's reign? When habeas corpus was suspended, the Fourth Amendment was gutted.
Very good point,
No
Governor.
Tea Partiers then. They ironically show up right when Barack Obama becomes president. That's my problem with the Tea Party.
I think the Tea Partiers are mainly Republicans who are reacting to the misgoverning of the Bush years. They want to try and bring the Republican Party back to its Goldwater small government roots, where you might have a home.
Maybe so, but I wouldn't have the home on social issues because I'm very much liberal when it comes to social issues.
And people in government want to tell you how to live.
Yeah.
When you were the governor of Minnesota, the essence of government is compromise. You were an independent. You weren't a member of either party. Did you have to compromise your values in order to govern?
No, not really, because I was, up until my last year, I was in a very fortunate situation. I had a Republican House and a Democratic Senate. So it usually played out, Judge, whichever one I sided with prevailed. So I was the power broker, which if I sided Democratic, their thoughts prevailed. If I sided Republican, theirs did, until my last year. And that, of course, is when the Democrats, which made me the most powerful man in America, when the Democrats got in bed with the Republicans, rejected my budget, and produced one of their own. And because of that budget in 2002, they're $6 billion in debt right now.
Will we ever have small government in this country? Or will Jefferson's prediction come true, that ultimately the government will just continue to grow and individual liberty will continue to shrink?
I think what will happen is what Jefferson says. Government is going to continue to grow and individual freedoms will continue to shrink.
And then what will happen? Will we just accept that, or will there be some cataclysm that will oust this government that is taking our freedoms?
Well, at some point in time, you have to use a nasty word that starts with R called revolution. Now, does revolution mean violent revolution, or it can also mean revolution at the voting box, non-violent? There's many options with the term revolution.
You once told me that right after you became governor, a stranger came up to you in the State House and introduced himself to you and said that he was the resident CIA officer.
Oh, no.
Tell me how that happened.
No, it was formally done. After I took office, I had to go meet with this person who's at an upper level of government, but not at a level appointed by the governor. This person stays.
Did you know that there was a CIA agent in the State House?
Absolutely not.
Did he tell you why he was there and if his colleagues were in other state houses?
Nope, but I assume Minnesota can't be the exception, Judge. I believe the CIA is embedded in every state in Minnesota, and they're there permanently. Why, I don't know. The other thing, a month after I was elected, I was requested to the bowels of the Capitol, and I was interrogated by 23 members of the CIA.
Good grief. I would pay dearly to have been a fly on the wall for that. Before I let you go, tell me about your new series. What's the next conspiracy you're investing in?
We will do water. We will do 9/11 again, looking specifically at the alleged Pentagon plane that hit there. We do JFK, which I'm thoroughly thrilled over because, as I said, you will get the first confession to the murder of John F. Kennedy on Jesse Ventura's conspiracy theory.
Did Lee Harvey Oswald kill John F. Kennedy alone?
I don't believe so, not at all.
Governor, it's a pleasure. Thanks very much for joining us.
All right, thank you, Judge. Appreciate it.
We'll be watching that.